Turning a video game into a movie shouldn't be a hard thing to do, but yet it's something that Hollywood tends to screw up time and time again. So for this video, I'm choosing the top 5 worst video game movies. Number 5, Hitman. I can honestly say that I've never played this game, but if it's anything like the movie, I'll throw the thing in the nearest blender I can find. This movie is god awful, and I think I should have known better since I didn't recognize one single actor who starred in this piece of shit. The script is terrible, the plot made no sense, and the flow of the movie was very erratic and confusing. I turned off this stupid thing after 45 minutes of watching, and I'm glad I did. Bald-headed bastard. Movie number 4, Doom. I can remember playing this game back when it first came out, but since it gave me a bad case of motion sickness, I never really played it that much. But oddly enough, somebody in Hollywood thought the Doom franchise deserved a movie, and they even got a well-known actor, The Rock, to play the main character. But the plot of this movie is where things start to take a turn for the worst. Instead of this shitty movie drawing you in from one scene to the next, it gives you the exact opposite effect of each new scene tempting you to turn the TV off. So one question remains. Did they name this movie after the game, or the feeling you get by watching this stupid thing? Movie number 3, Mortal Kombat 2, Annihilation. Now, call me crazy, but I thought the first Mortal Kombat was pretty good. I mean, it's nothing as epic as Star Wars, but it's still good cheesy fun. Plus you get to see most of the characters from the first video game, even Reptile, and you really can't ask for more than that. Well, unfortunately some asshole did ask for more than that because the movie studio decided to release a sequel. But this time, they filled the movie with every single frickin' Mortal Kombat character you could ever imagine from both the second and third games. I mean, talk about overkill. God, this movie sucked. And of course with having so many characters in the movie, each one has to have their own storyline, which ends up becoming very confusing and very uninteresting by the end of this stupid thing. Just do yourself a favor and skip over this one completely. Number 2, Final Fantasy Spirits Within. After playing through the great Final Fantasy games like number 7 and number 9, the video game company Square was on a roll and decided to go for the big time and release a Final Fantasy movie. And even though the graphics were breathtakingly beautiful, the movie was just absolutely terrible. I mean, the plot was the dumbest thing I ever heard of. Alien wisps who kill people. Wow, talk about recipe for disaster. You know, one of the great things about the Final Fantasy series are the addition of non-human characters, like Red and Cat Sith. But an all-human cast? Come on! This is about as boring as Final Fantasy X. I mean, what the hell? There's no summon spells, no character development, and nothing that made the Final Fantasies great. Thanks to somebody's major screw-up, the movie is now completely unwatchable. And the last on the list, number 1, Super Mario Bros. The absolute biggest video game disappointment was Super Mario Bros. Unless you were living under a rock at the time, everyone knew who the Mario Brothers were. But to insult gamers everywhere by making this horrid movie was the biggest slap in the face heard around the world. Nothing in this movie even came close to what made the video game iconic. I mean, what the hell's up with dinosaurs, desert cities, goofy haircuts? What the hell? Where the hell's the Mushroom Kingdom, the Toadstools, the Koopa Troopas, and Bullet Bills? And sorry, but these aren't Goombas, they're shit! Whoever made this movie deserves to be shot, brought back to life, and electrocuted, because this movie was the biggest disappointment in video game history. Stupid movie, what a piece of shit. Well, that rounds out the list, and God only knows when we'll start getting decent video game movies. It took them a long time to get the superhero movies just right, and let's just hope that one day somebody starts getting the video game movies right, because I'm just sick of seeing these things being turned into a 3-ring circus. Ugh, oh well.